Hi, so I spent some time this weekend trying to figure out how we could make this work for everybody with this project as seamlessly as possible. And I realized that you cannot get that line in online Excel. That, just Google searching it, it says it won't do it. So the answer is going to be that we're going to do this project in Google Sheets, and I think we can all do it that way. So I've created this video to make this transition hopefully as seamless as possible. So right now I have pulled up my Excel sheet from Friday, and I'm going to highlight my information, and I'm going to click and copy. It says it won't work on multiple sections, so I don't know what's going on there. Let's try this again. This time I'm going to go Control-C. There it's dancing with the little things around it. So that's awesome. Now I am going to go to the internet. And let's see, let's open up Google. You can see my shining face over here in my Google account. And then the dots with all my Google apps. And I'm going to open up Google Sheets. And I'm going to start a new blank sheet just for us. I'm going to click over here in A1 and I'm going to do Control-V, and it took everything over just like I had it, and I didn't have to type it in again. Let's do a couple of cosmetic things to our data in case you want to be able to cut and paste this into your PowerPoint presentation. First thing, I don't like the fact that Teams is overlap. He's kind of dumping over into D. So you see where I've got the horizontal arrows there. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag that over, and so I get the full number of teams. I also don't think I like my data justified to the right. So I'm going to click on the whole column, and I'm going to come over. Where am I? Right there, horizontal alignment. I'm going to hit that arrow and I'm going to choose center. I think that looks nicer. That's entirely up to you. This is just me doing it the way I want to. I'm going to do the same thing, click on C, go over here, hit the little down arrow and center it. So that's just, I've increased the width of my column and I've centered my data. Okay, now again I'm going to just highlight all of this, all of my lovely info here, and I'm going to hit Insert. I'm going to come down here to Chart, and I'm not even going to choose what kind of chart. It's like a miracle. It sort of knows what I want, and I'm going to click on it, and look at there. I mean, this thing is smarter than Excel. It took number of teams versus population. I don't know. I guess it just assumed that's what I wanted to call it. And it has labeled my axes with numbers that are appropriate. The only thing about my population is, if you remember, my population is in millions. And so I kind of like to change that. So I'm going to write population parenthesis in millions. And that makes that, that axis mean more. So I know that the population isn't 10 or 1000 or 10,000. It's 10 million where those points are. I think I'd also like to click on that and center it. I'm not really sure where centering is, but let's see. Let's come over here. I'm kind of assuming that that blue box, and so I'm going to kind of eyeball it. I kind of like that. Number of teams versus population. I've got my number of teams over here on my vertical axis, population in millions on my right. Now for me, and hopefully for you too, this chart editor popped up. And so let's go look and see what we can do here. So you see that you don't see much going on, but if you will hit series, and I had to look for this, this wasn't obvious to me. And again, I don't see what I want, but looky there, if I go down, you see that trend line. So I'm actually going to click on that and it put my line in. Now, here's where you can sort of play around with this if you want to. Line color is blue. What if I want my line color to be neon green? There it is. So again, when you're doing your PowerPoint, if you have a color theme and you want to change any of this, it looks like this is our place to do it. You could make the line thicker. I kind of like mine just the way it is, so that's all good. I bet my point shape is black. My color is blue. Again, it looks like if I wanted to change my color to, oh, let's get just really crazy there, a little neon pink or magenta, you can play around with this and make it your own. I bet we could even change the font. Here's some information on the font and the color and all of that. So you play around with that and let you be you. And look, I'm going to click on that again, and I have lost my chart info. That is unfortunate. I really need that over there. I wonder where it went. It's not there. This is very frustrating. Calendar, where did it go? Click. Ooh, I just clicked on it twice. So, see, that's what happens when you make a mistake. You just keep clicking around on stuff till you get what you want. Now, the big thing that you're going to need moving forward in this is the equation of that trend line. And so here again, let's go to series, because that's where all of that line is. I'm going to go down a little bit. There's the trend line. The type is linear. So if we didn't think this data made a line, it made something else, we would change it. But for now, we're working with linear data. So here is this label. Right now it says none. We're going to double click over there and we're going to use equation. So there is number of teams equals, I don't really see this as an equation, but that's what they have right up here. Number of teams equals 0.379 times x plus 1.37. I don't think I want that on the chart, but I need to write it down because that's going to go on that one slide where you write the equation. So here's where I'm going to just come over here on my notebook. Y equals 0.379x plus 1.37, and then I'm going to decide that I don't really want to see that, so I'm going to put none, and it goes away. But again, you're going to use that equation to finish your project. Hopefully this is going to get everybody in a good place. Sorry for losing this chart editor earlier. Again, I lost it, so it went away. Then it looks like if I came over here and double clicked, it came back up. So good luck. I will see you. Today is Monday, so I will see you in class tomorrow, and you can ask me any questions. I'm going to send this video, however, to you in an email, so you'll have a chance to play with it before class. I hope y'all are doing well, and that you enjoy this project a little.